Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 7. So we are almost there. Almost there. And by there, I mean where. And by where... Okay, okay, that's getting annoying. No idea where I'm going with that. But yeah, The Flash is almost back. That's what I was getting at. Let's just leave it there. And we are only a handful of days away from it returning to our screens with a weird start to the season, as I'm sure most of us are prepared for, just due to the fact that they have to wrap up the end of last season, or the season 6 story, or the Mirror Master arc as we can call it, which does look like it will take up the first 3 episodes, and that third episode plays into some of the stuff that we'll talk about in this video. But as a special occasion, and just because I'm curious, saying The Flash is almost back, along with just letting me know your general thoughts on what we go over in this video, also let me know what one thing you were looking forward to the most in Season 7 of The Flash. Is it a returning villain? Seeing a character's story progress? Gold boots possibly showing up? I don't know. You let me know. Also, why not drop a like on the video? It takes 2 seconds and come on, the show's almost back. Let's get excited. So first up, let's jump into Galactic, and no, I'm not talking about the Beastie Boys. It's some Green Lantern stuff. So towards the end of last year, I can't remember specifically when it was, but it was towards the end of last year at some point, we got the pretty big news that David Ramsey would be returning to the Arrowverse this season in his role as John Diggle in 4 episodes, that being an episode each of Supergirl, Batwoman, The Flash, and Superman and Lois, as well as appearing as a mystery character that is not John Diggle on Legends of Tomorrow. So 5 episodes in total. The Legends episode seems to probably just be some character in a time period that he'll play, like a random character. I'm sure we'll find details on that soon. Who knows? I think he's actually directing Legends now. So he's directing his Legends episode right now. But along with that, he would also direct an episode, as I was sort of alluding to just then, of each of these shows, with it being unclear whether he's actually appearing in the episodes he's directing, but due to the time issues with all that, it seems he will appear in episodes he is not directing, at least for the majority of shows. Like maybe one of the shows, there's not really a massive storyline, at least in regards to fit him in, so he might direct the episode he appears in, but for most of them, he'll probably appear in a different episode that he's directing. But since that announcement, we haven't heard any more details in regards to the specifics of his appearances. We know, as I said before, he started directing. I think he's done Supergirl and now he's doing Legends. And maybe he's filmed some appearances, but no specific details as to what those appearances entail as of yet until now. So TV Line has a big The Flash Season 7 preview interview with the showrunner Eric Wallace coming out soon. It might be out now, might have just come out by the time this video comes out. I don't know, but when it does come out, I'll go through it through all of it, as they are usually very interesting and I like going over them with you guys, and most of you seem to enjoy them as well. But one question from that interview was presented early. They put it up early by TV Line, along with a very interesting response from Eric Wallace. So let's talk about that. So during TV Line's in-depth Season 7 preview Q&A, they asked showrunner Eric Wallace what the Flash's specific plans for Diggle are, with Eric Wallace first replying, "Boy, that's a spoiler," before going on to offer a tease for what's to come in regards to all of that. When we last saw Diggle, he had a situation at the end of Arrow that he needed to deal with. So he arrives to help Team Flash in the back half of the season, note that, back half, so we're going to be waiting a while, carrying the weight of that problem, and the question is, how can he help Team Flash when he's got something even bigger on his mind? And that's what the story is. And along with this, they provided a throwback quote to something that Mark Guggenheim said in regards to the future of John Diggle might I say, in the Arrowverse. I think it was after Arrow's conclusion. Greg Berlanti, David, and I have had a lot of conversations about David's future in the Arrowverse going forward, both in front of and behind the camera. And there are a lot of ideas that we're banding about that are very exciting to us. We've just got some cool notions for next season. So yeah, what does this all mean? Does this mean we are getting Diggle appearing specifically as Green Lantern on The Flash, as well as the other shows, activating his ring, making constructs, flying, glowing, all of that? And I think the answer to that is at least the build up to that we will get. I personally think after everything we've heard about certain licenses with the character as well, and all of that, and even this interview, and this sort of ties into the larger picture of what's going on with the DC live action stuff, especially when it comes to the TV side of things, that we could see build up through The Flash and other shows such as Batwoman to Diggle eventually going full Green Lantern in a show like Superman and Lois. And the first reason would be like budget. Even though it could be argued that some extra budget could be handed out to allow the Green Lantern effects to work on the other shows, which maybe can't match Superman and Lois's budget. Similar to like the increase in budgets that they get for the crossovers that we usually get. But the second big reason is HBO Max. Superman and Lois is a show that will appear on HBO Max at the end of the season, and of course, HBO Max has their own Green Lantern show coming, which starts filming in a couple of months. An added connection to that is the fact that Mark Guggenheim is a writer and executive producer on the show, or the Green Lantern show, might I say, along with like Greg Berlanti, Seth Grahame-Smith, and Jeff Johns. But Guggenheim is a co-creator of John Diggle all the way back from Arrow Season 1. So there is a chance that with all those connections that Superman and Lois, has now, it's the place to make Diggle go green, make him go eco-friendly as Green Lantern. You could even argue the point that Guggenheim appearing in that Superman and Lois special after the premiere, I'm sure a good amount of you saw that's maybe even some sort of connection. He was the only random person in there that's not like a part of the show, so is there a reason for that? And I'd say if I was being like objective, probably not. He was probably just, there because he was there at the birth of the Arrowverse all those years ago, like almost 10 years ago, along with Berlanti and Jeff Johns, who were also there. So it makes sense that he would take part in the focus on the birth of like the next stage of the Arrowverse as well. But I'm sure we're going to hear more and more about this Green Lantern stuff. And also, it's very important, we don't know necessarily what show he's showing up in first, because all these releases are scattered. Like Batwoman, The Flash, and Superman and Lois are on right now, but Legends doesn't start till May, and we don't even have a release date for Supergirl. So theoretically, his last appearance, at least from what we see on TV, will be on Supergirl. But like, will that tie into what else is going on, or will they make the storyline be focused within Batwoman, Flash, and Superman and Lois? Then he has that random appearance on Legends, which isn't connected. And then the Supergirl one is maybe in the finale. I don't know what they're going to do in regards to that, because it is just so spread out. But I'm sure we'll hear more about that as, those appearances get closer and closer. Or maybe even when he finishes, they might detail everything and what's going on. But next up, just to wrap up the video, we did get the synopsis or, description for the third episode of The Flash Season 7, which is otherwise entitled Mother, with this episode being written by Eric Wallace, which does suggest that this is the conclusion of the Mirror Master arc. Episode 4 is not written by Eric Wallace or any big writer that we usually see, so that suggests that this episode is a big one. And also, Mother is what Mirror Master is referred to by the people that she has an influence on, so this does heavily suggest that this is wrapping all that up, and Eric Wallace is wrapping it up, as well as setting up stuff going forward. But anyway, here is that synopsis. As Eva becomes more powerful, Barry and the team must find a way to stop her. They are shocked when an old friend, Sue Dearborn, risks her life to help. So it's a pretty simple and non-spoilery synopsis, which once again does suggest that it is the finale for that Mirror Master arc, but we do have the confirmation that Sue Dearborn, played by Natalie Dreyfus, will be back in this episode. Due to the way the synopsis is written, it almost suggests that Sue is not in the first episode, and probably not the second episode either. Maybe she's there, I don't know. Maybe the synopsis is misleading us to maybe think that she's not in those, but I don't know. But we did see a shot of her in the promo for The Flash Season 7 released a couple of weeks ago, might I say, which we thought was just like episode 1 and 2 footage, but maybe they sneaked a shot of her in there from episode 3. They're filming like episode 10 now, I think, so they'd have that footage ready to show, if you know what I mean. But the big question with the Sue character is how she will work consistently without Ralph. Ralph, was the reason that she was on the show. Basically, all of her scenes were with Ralph when we saw her previously. So the character will feel different just due to the fact that Ralph is not there. So this leads into the question, how is Ralph written off? Are we seeing Ralph written off in episode 1? Or are we going to see Ralph written off properly in this episode? We know that Eric Wallace was suggesting that, I think this is still what they're going to do, that one character that's already on the show will play Ralph, but it'll be like Ralph posing as that character. I think most of us are expecting Tom Cavanaugh. It's probably what it's going to be, but that's how they're going to do it, and for some reason he leaves. Now, whether that's to protect Sue, I don't know, but then Sue's back, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. We know that Sue is said to have a storyline this season in some way, shape, or form, but it wouldn't surprise me too much if that is very minor, if maybe they even change their minds, because I just don't know how the character works consistently without Ralph, as I said before. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully they don't force it. Hopefully they maybe realize, yeah, this isn't working. We're sorry, Natalie. We know it's not your fault. you know, we can't write this stuff around you because it sort of relies on something else. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I know the actress Natalie Dreyfus is in Vancouver at the moment when they film the show, but she's filming something else. So I don't know if she films that and then goes back to Flash. I'm sure we'll find out soon. I think she posted pretty much whenever she was on the Flash, and that was not during episode 1. So it makes me seem that she is only in episode 3 for now at least. But I'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we'll find out. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comments section down below your various opinions on what we went over in this video. Are you looking forward to the Diggle Green Lantern and all of that? Do you have any theories going forward that differ from mine? Do you think he's going to be Green Lantern on the Flash? Like, actually go, bang, I'm green. Let me know in the comments. And, of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.